What is up, y'all? It is me, Tasha C, and welcome to the Tasha C Show podcast. Shout out to my YouTube and podcast fans. Hugs and love, positive vibe, protection and safety from Miss Cray Cray. I'll say that, or the girl, whatever else you want to call. What's her name? And also just your positive vibes, positive energy. Also hugs and loves of people and all the whole support in advance. Now, y'all, I am tired. Yesterday, y'all, I cooked yesterday for Resurrection Day, Easter, Jesus Day, or just if you want to say Soulful Sunday, just Sunday for Easter, and I did even a little cooking today, so I did cooking yesterday, whatever, y'all. So I was tired, so I would have did it last night and pre-recorded, but it is for today. It's 6:24 p.m. and it's Monday, April the 13th, 2020. Like I said, the day after an Easter celebration. But anyway, hugs and loves and positive vibes, and like I said, let's get into this Monday of another episode, volume of Our Kings and Queens Next Door, which I just talked about Black history, maybe read a fact, read an article, read Wikipedia, talk about black movie, talk about this and that, Now, I just seen on Instagram, I've been kind of not even going to Instagram as much, even though I still have stuff saved and bookmarked and everything. I've seen a link because Vibe magazine, if y'all remember when paper magazines, were still popular, such as Vibe, and I already said that before, but Sister to Sister, Albany, Essence, Jet, XXL, The Source. I don't even think The Source been out. I think kind of has been there ever since then. But as far as like certain magazines that gear towards black people, and that's just something on top of the name I either have read or bought before or read, but most of them I just mentioned one time. I think Source was the only one I didn't buy, or if I did only buy one, but I bought XXL more, and Vibe, so forth. So, some of these, magazines still come and, physical, paper print, and, as well, they might have, other sources as either having websites and still Instagram pages, for example, and probably Facebook, whatever. But I've been, like I said, been on Facebook about at least a year or more or so. So, anyway, y'all, they had a link, and we all know the passing of the legend, the singer, phenomenal singer, songwriter, and I didn't even know he was in the game that long as far as actually music, but that's how much impact and phenomenal was Bill Withers. Now, he already passed away from, not too long ago, like 10 something days ago after another, let's say, even though he was in the country world or whatever, Kenny Rogers, okay? So, this article I thought was interesting. They had a link, and it's actually from an article from DesireThompsonRebuy.com, a link that you can go through Instagram. I've seen their page, Bill Withers' Greatest Hits Remix, Sampled and Covered. So this was April the 8th, 2020 at, 6:33 p.m. that this was, uploaded or, to their site. Now, I just found it today, about 30 minutes ago, so probably longer than that, but let me go ahead and just read this, and I'll read another article, y'all, and then we'll be done for today until I make another one tomorrow. Okay, here's a quote: "Heroes come and go, but legends are forever." The recent loss of legends in jazz, soul, and classical music have sat in the music industry and reminded us of their touching gifts to music. The passing of Mandu Dembango. Okay, Lord, forgive me, because y'all know I'm about to... I'll be attacking these words. Kristallov Pandarecki, Ellis Mollis Jr., Bucky Parizarelli, and Ali Murray brought endless tributes from peers and fans. With the recent loss of soul singer, songwriter Bill Withers doing the same. With a barrage of hits, the iconic songwriter left his mark on music with the release of his debut album, Just As I Am, in 1971. Ain't No Sunshine put a spotlight on his songwriting, while 1977 Lovely Day reminded the industry of with his signature vocals, and personally one of the highest longing notes that in a song period from a person. Okay, if y'all listen to the chorus and know that song, or if y'all never heard it before, in some cases, go ahead and listen to the song. And y'all hear that chorus, "Lovely Day." Whew. That should be the Guinness Book World Records if it hasn't been already. Brothers released 8 studio albums, 1 live album, and garnered 3 Grammys for its powerful songs that gave hope and love to his fans to this day. Hip-hop and R&B have gained the most from Weathers as his music went on to inspire records like No Diggity by Blackstreet, Roses by Kanye West, and other songs from UGK, Dr. Dre, G. Scott, and more. Take a look at some of the Weather's finest tunes covered remix and sample below. Now, I read an article again. I forgot exactly so because I've been took it down out of my tabs. But I read one before where they talked about Bill Weathers' impact in music. But okay, hopefully I don't click on these media files, so I won't end the podcast early. Number 8, Lovely Day, Marauderi, 1977. Oh, y'all, I gotta be careful. Sampled on TWY, Players Holiday, Dirty Work, 1999. Lunch Money Lewis is going to be a Lovely Day feature anime Pet Soundtrack 2, 2019. Switch Speeds Take a Picture, One Man Band, 2007. Okay. I guess this is... Ooh, I'm trying to make sure I pass it. Short for the whole damn yay. The group used Weather's sample while throwing a splash of Bay's laid-back favor, with cameos from future legends like E40 and Ray Love. The single already embodied the best of R&B and hip-hop, with guest verses from Too Short, Mac Mall, and Otis and Suge. The Mimosas and Y'all also a great touch. Covered by Jill Scott, the originals... Jill Scott from The Vault, Volume 1, 2011. AJ, This Is All Yours, 2014. Robert Gasper Experiment, Black Radio 2, 2013. Robert Gasper is dope, by the way, too, y'all. Kurt Franklin, I was reading the report again, sorry, y'all. Kurt Franklin and New Nation, Project 1998. Stand Out, Kurt Franklin's The New Nation, Project 1998. I'm trying to make sure, because they got... obviously, the YouTube clips in here, so who was going to beat a choir singing to the Lord? Franklin's take on the classic gives us a stirring gospel and appreciates for Weathers and God. There are plenty of covers that have lifted the same vocals as Weathers, but the ones listed have put their unique spin on the track. Okay, that was still number 8, the first one. Ain't No Sunshine, Just As I Am, 1971. Now, it was sampled on DMX No Sunshine, Exit Wound soundtrack 2001. I don't think I've seen that movie, but I remember that during DMX version of that song. Little B, Up and Down, based on Jam 2012. Tupac, Soldier Study, Two Apocalypse Now, 1991. Standout, they say. DMX No Sunshine, Exit Wound soundtrack 2001. No Sunshine served as the only single from DMX film along with Steven Seagal, which gave everyone the perfect backdrop to the movie and trilogy storytelling. Both the original and flip version points out to the dark elements of our lives. Weathers penned the song after watching the 1962 movie Days of Wine and Roses. He pondered over the toxicity of his life. Sometimes you miss things that weren't particularly good for you, he said in 2004 to Song Facts. It's just something that crossed my mind from watching that movie, and probably something else that happened in my life that I'm not aware of. Covered by Soul For Real on the Candy Wing, 1994. Michael Jackson, so too, Got to Be There, 1972. Boris Gardner, Happening, What's Happening, 1973. The Temptations, Solid Rock, 1972. Standout, Michael Jackson, Got to Be There. Okay, at 14, the future King of Pop gave a riveting cover of Withers' hit for his debut album, Got to Be There. From his vocal control throughout the track to the instrumentation, his cover takes the song to another level of heartbreak. Grandma's Hands, Just As I Am, 1971. Now, it was sampled on Blackstreet No Diggity, featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen from their Level album, 1996. Big Crit, K-R-I-T, I Gotta Stay, from Crit Was Here, 2010 album. Brother Ali, What Does Hands, Champion, 2004. I think Brother Ali is from, like, Nelly's them, like, Click, whatever. Alright, the standout, of course, was Blackstreet No Diggity album, featuring Dr. Dre and Queen Pen, Another Love, 1996. R&B heads were aware of Blackstreet's never-ending ballads and a genius of Teddy Riley, but the pivoting of their sound for their sophomore album, Another Level, was due to Weathers and the Williams Stewarts. Speaking to Fat Mag in 2017, the curator of New Jack Swing gave credit to Styles for bringing him to the sample of Grandma Hands. If he hadn't played that sample for me, there would never be a No Diggity, and if he didn't write according to the melody I gave him so it would be sounding the way he didn't write according to the melody I gave him so it would sound that way because I wanted it to sound funky, he said. I wanted it to be appealing to everyone, but mostly to women. I wanted every woman to feel like they were the No Diggity girl, and that song was about them, and it came across. And now, still today, that song plays, and people are on that dance floor. Do y'all remember the video, y'all, with the puppet? I was like, what the world? It had puppets in it. Just look at the No Diggity video. Now, it was covered by another legend, Gil Scott Heron. Reflections, 1981. Merrily Clayton, 1971. Barbra Streisand, Butterfly, 1971. The standout is Gil Scott Heron, Reflections, 1981. Gil Scott Heron versions of the soul classic reminded us of his versatile talents. From spoken word to his vocal abilities, the godfather of rap music always came through with his own sound and style. Reflections was one of the 4 albums the late artist dropped in the 80s, with the critics looking to it as one of his finest projects. Other cuts from the album included Inner City Blues, Make Me Wanna Holler, and Be Love. Use Me, Still Bill, 1972. Kendrick Lamar, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst. That's a classic song. Good Kid, Mad City, 2012. There's a lot of songs, of course, Kendrick Lamar made that were good and classic. But I didn't know it was actually sampled from Use Me. But yeah, it's a dope song. J. Cole, A Dollar Dream. I guess we have to accept that J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar probably won't make a album together. I guess A Dollar and a Dream Part 2, November 2009. You Look Jane So Good, Fall For You, 2014. I didn't know that was simple for that. UGK, Use Me Up, The Southern Way, 1992. Standout was actually Kendrick Lamar, Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst, Good Kid, Mad City, 2012. Lamar's take on Use Me blended into the themes of his debut album. Good Kid, Mad City, allowing the artist to create another world on the project. To make things even better, Lamar also sampled Eldridge's I'm Glad You're Mine for the track. Covered by Grace Jones, Indigo Nights Live, 2008. Like I said, that she's a legend herself right here. Even from modeling to Boomerang, Pull Up to My Bump Up, Okay. Mick Jagger featuring Lenny Kravitz, Wandering Spirit, 2004. Isaac Hayes, Dr. Dolittle soundtrack, 1998. The standout, okay, I was surprised to say that. Mick Jagger featuring Lenny Kravitz, Wandering Spirit, 2004. On his 3rd solo album, Jagger linked with Rick Rubin to test his creative energy, allowing him to work with Lenny Kravitz on their version of Use Me. Colliding Worlds was one thing, but to hear Kravitz's vocals come in on the bridge set the track apart from the rest. Kissing My Love, Still Bill, 1972, which is number 4. Sampled on J. Cole's The Cutoff, featuring Kill Edward on COD, which I think 2000 King of Drugs, would actually, I remember when it came out, was on 420, and Kill Edward is his alter ego that he features on. He don't have anything on the pictures except the Kill Edward, which is his alter ego. Dr. Dre Let Me Ride featuring Snoop Dogg, RC and Jewel, The Chronic 1992. Master Ace, Moving On, Take a Look Around 1990. Master P, Bastard Child, The Ghettos Are Trying to Kill Me 1994. The standout, Dr. Dre Let Me Ride featuring Snoop Dogg, RC and Jewel, The Chronic 1992. Kiss My Love is one of the most sampled from Withers' catalog thanks to his feverish drums. This is why it fits into Dr. Dre's single in the G-Funk era. Okay, number 3, Grover's Washington, Just the Two of Us, featuring Bill Withers, One Like 1981. I didn't even know that was actually he'd be featured. I thought that was Bill Withers' song, Sampled and covered on. Okay. Will Smith, Just the Two of Us, Bill Wigginstown, 1997. Eminem's Just the Two of Us. Oh, that ain't a friendly version. Slim Shady's LP, 1997. Carrie Hilson, Pretty Girl Rock, No Boys Allowed, 2010. Standout, Will Smith, Just the Two of Us, Big Willie Style, 1997. The touching soulful Smith's dedication to his eldest son Trey is just too cute for words. Number 2, Let It Be, Just As I Am, 1967. The original, The Beatles, Let It Be, 1968. Let It Be is a pretty special record. A Leaf record recorded a version a year before the release of the Beatles versions, and Withers gave his take on the record in the 70s. Slightly faster, his take on Let It Be just hits different. Number 1, Morosi Menagerie, reissue, 1977. I had to look it up. I don't know. It was sampled on Kanye West Rose's late registration 2005. Oh, remember those days of Kanye West's first couple albums, like College Grad, Registration? Okay, you know what? I'm going to leave that alone. Okay, anyway. As the sober part of late registration, Roses brings us into Kanye's world where he contemplates the mortality of a loved one. It's a sentimental take on the sample and one of the artist's most underrated songs. Yeah, because I haven't heard it, I don't think, or remember it. It's a hidden gem for Withers as it isn't featured on the Mirage LP. It was added as a bonus track on. Okay, so enjoy. It just says on. Maybe missed that album. Enjoy the gems from the play form list below. And that is that. That was longer than what I thought. I think I'm just gonna go ahead, y'all. And it was a lot of Bill Withers had put a lot into music. It was a lot of songs that it was covered and or sampled on. So, anyways, y'all, I'm just gonna go ahead. I'm sorry, y'all. Y'all was waiting for another thing, but I think it's just like the Clark sisters. I think I only did one story for that too. So anyway, y'all. Hugs and loves, God bless. I'll be tomorrow with another podcast of our kings and queens next door. Thank God so far. Even though time went so far, it hasn't. Our power's still on, so thank God. I hope everybody, his power's on too. If y'all in an area where they have high winds. But anyway, y'all, take care. Hugs and loves, God bless. Positive vibes, positive energy. See y'all tomorrow. Take care.